Have you ever wondered if you could afford an electric car in the UK? Well, the answer to that might soon be a resounding yes, thanks to a new revolution that's about to hit the UK motor industry. Chinese electric vehicle firm BYD is set to bring affordable electric cars within the reach of the average consumer, and this could dramatically alter the landscape of the automobile market. BYD, a name that's making waves in the electric vehicle space, has recently shipped over 5,000 new vehicles to Europe. These aren't your average electric cars with hefty price tags. No, these are budget-friendly models destined to hit forecourts soon, offering potential buyers an enticing new option in their electric vehicle shopping. Imagine buying an electric car for just £8,000. It's a price point that's unheard of in the current market, dominated by brands like Tesla and Polestar, where a typical electric vehicle can set you back around £40,000. But BYD is challenging this status quo with their entry-level model, the Seagull Super Mini, priced at just £8,000. Now, while the Seagull may not be a powerhouse with a top speed of up to 60 miles per hour and a battery range of around 100 miles, it could be an ideal choice for city centers. Its affordability could very well encourage more consumers to make the switch to electric vehicles, thereby promoting a greener, more sustainable mode of transport. This development is more than just about affordable electric cars. It represents a shift in the power dynamics of the automobile industry, with Chinese manufacturers producing a greater range of affordable EVs than in the UK and EU. And this could have significant implications for local manufacturers and the market as a whole. These budget-friendly electric cars are about to make a grand entry into the UK market, marking the start of a new chapter in the automobile industry. The future of electric vehicles in the UK is looking brighter and more accessible thanks to this new revolution. So buckle up, because the journey to affordable electric mobility is about to get really exciting. Imagine a fleet of more than 5,000 new vehicles sailing across the ocean, ready to revolutionize the European motor industry. This isn't a scene from a futuristic movie, but the reality of BYD's first ocean-going truck carrier's maiden voyage. This is a voyage that is set to leave a lasting impact on the motor industry. With 5,449 new vehicles on board, this was not just a test of endurance, but a testament to BYD's commitment to change the face of the electric vehicle market. As the vessel cut through the waves, it carried more than just cars. It carried a promise of affordable and sustainable mobility. Each of these vehicles, priced at a mere £8,000, is a symbol of change, a harbinger of a revolution set to shake up the motor industry. The journey didn't end on the high seas. The truck carrier reached the ports of Vlissingen in the Netherlands and Bremerhaven in Germany, marking the completion of the first leg of its journey. These ports serve as gateways to Europe, opening up a world of possibilities for BYD's budget-friendly electric vehicles. At these ports, the vehicles are prepared for their next journey, one that will take them across the length and breadth of Europe. Soon, they will be distributed across European dealerships, marking their entry into the market. But this is more than just a distribution process. It's a strategic move designed to disrupt the status quo. By placing these vehicles within easy reach of the European consumer, BYD is challenging established brands and offering a viable alternative to the traditionally expensive electric vehicle options. This maiden voyage is more than a successful delivery. It's a statement of intent, a demonstration of what's possible when innovation meets affordability. It's a signal to the existing players in the electric car market that a new competitor has arrived, one that's ready to challenge the norm and redefine what it means to be an electric vehicle. With this successful voyage, BYD stands poised to present a significant challenge to the existing electric car market. What happens when a new player enters the market with a product that rivals the giants? This is the question that has been echoing through the corridors of established electric vehicle brands like Tesla and Polestar. And the source of the echo? A Chinese electric vehicle firm known as BYD. BYD is not just another company jumping on the electric vehicle bandwagon. They've come loaded with an arsenal that could potentially disrupt the status quo. Their weapon of choice? The Seagull Super Mini, an entry-level electric vehicle with a price tag that is enough to give its competitors a run for their money. Priced at just £8,000, the Seagull Super Mini is poised to make electric vehicles accessible to a wider market, a feat that has been a challenge for many established brands. But don't let the price fool you. The Seagull Super Mini is not a compromise on quality or performance. While it may not be at the top end of the power spectrum, it boasts a top speed of up to 60 miles per hour and a battery range of 100 miles. This makes it an ideal choice for city centers, where the need for speed is often trumped by the need for efficiency and convenience. This affordability coupled with decent performance is what makes BYD's Seagull Super Mini a potential threat to established brands. The giants of the industry have long enjoyed the comfort of their high pedestals, but with the advent of affordable alternatives like the Seagull Super Mini, that comfort is being threatened. The rising tide of affordable electric vehicles from Chinese manufacturers like BYD is not just a wake-up call for established brands. It's a signal of a shift in the industry, a shift towards making electric vehicles more accessible and affordable to the masses. And in this shift, BYD is leading the charge. With its competitive pricing and decent features, BYD's Seagull Super Mini is set to make quite a splash in the UK motor industry. What does the influx of affordable Chinese-produced EVs mean for the UK and EU? Now that's a question that's been buzzing in the motor industry. The House of Lords recently released a report titled EV Strategy, Rapid Recharge Needed, shedding light on this very issue. In this report, it's been noted with interest that Chinese manufacturers are producing a wider range of affordable electric vehicles than those in the UK and EU. This development, while exciting for consumers, has certainly sent a ripple of unease through the industry. According to the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders, or SMMT, Chinese-owned brands now account for a significant 10% of the UK's new EV market. That's not a trivial share by any means. The report suggested that the arrival of these cost-effective Chinese EVs might spur UK manufacturers to compete at more affordable prices. That's the positive spin. But as always, there's a flip side to this coin. Some manufacturers have voiced concerns about their ability to compete with Chinese companies. The worry stems from the manufacturing costs. Producing European electric cars tends to be pricier than their combustion counterparts due to often rigorous environmental checks. SMMT's boss, Mike Hawes, has even pointed out that Chinese-produced models tend to have higher embedded carbon costs in production. This is a significant concern, given the global push towards reducing carbon footprints. The UK market is making efforts to lower the cost of producing EVs, with the government investing an extra £2 billion into the automotive industry just a few months ago. But will this be enough to let them compete head-to-head with Chinese manufacturers? The introduction of affordable Chinese EVs could be a double-edged sword, driving competition but also raising concerns about the ability of UK and EU manufacturers to compete. This new wave of EVs brings with it the promise of change, but whether that change will be beneficial or detrimental to the UK and EU market is yet to be seen. So, what lies ahead for the UK motor industry? The UK motor industry is bracing for a seismic shift as it grapples with the advent of affordable Chinese electric vehicles. But it's not a change they're taking lying down. The UK market is making concerted efforts to lower the cost of producing electric vehicles, with the government leading the charge. They recently pumped an additional £2 billion into the automotive industry, a clear sign of their commitment to the future of electric vehicles. But the question remains, will this be enough to counter the wave of Chinese EV manufacturers flooding the European market? Frank Schwab, an automotive industry lecturer at the University of Applied Sciences, FHM Hanover, seems to think so. He was recently quoted in Forbes predicting that, in the coming years, we can expect a surge of more than 20 Chinese manufacturers making their way to Europe. He believes that only 5 to 10 will manage to establish a foothold. Schwope sees market shares of 10 to 15% for Chinese car manufacturers in Europe as a realistic expectation. He also warns of the potential for protectionist measures to be called for, but expresses hope that politicians will decline these measures, as they could lead to reciprocal protectionist actions from the Chinese. It's clear that the UK motor industry is at a crossroads, facing challenges and opportunities in equal measure. The influx of affordable Chinese EVs could force UK manufacturers to innovate and compete at cheaper prices, potentially leading to a broader range of affordable EVs for consumers. At the same time, the industry must grapple with the environmental and economic implications of these changes. The arrival of Chinese EVs could potentially reshape the landscape of the UK motor industry, ushering in a new era of affordable and sustainable transportation.